Hi everybody and welcome to the Money Man, Money Boy show. We're here to pick you and tell you who's going to win the Champions League match between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. Ollie, what are your thoughts before I tell you who's going to win?
There's only one option for me. It's Bayern Munich.
Why?
They're just too good. I think, PSG, again, to me, it don't look that inspiring whenever they play. You know, they've made it to the final.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a brilliant front three. But I just like...
Well, let's ease down on the word brilliant. Neymar plays in a bush league.
Yeah, you're not a Neymar fan here.
I'm not a Neymar fan. I think that I was never a Ronaldo fan until he succeeded at Man United, succeeded at Real Madrid, and then succeeded at Juventus.
Yeah.
The guy's got class everywhere he's gone. Neymar can't say the same.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
succeeding and being the best in the French league is like being the smartest individual at Walmart.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
He's not quite that caliber.
No,
Ronaldo
he's not. But okay. They've got a brilliant
let's
front
take brilliant away. They've got a strong front three on paper.
Strong. So
I like their front three.
You like their front three, okay, yeah.
They would do well in FIFA.
Yeah, they would do well in the FIFA. You mean the e-game?
In the e-gaming, yeah. So they've got Di Maria, Mbappe, and Neymar up front, but not as inspiring on the field as I think the names are on paper. But you watch Bayern Munich play week in, week out, and that team, aside from just having brilliant individuals, just operates as this like well-oiled machine, you know?
And the speed at what they move.
Yeah, and just those touches. And I think like you look at Robert Lewandowski, I mean, he's 3 to 10 to score any time, which is pretty unheard of. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's your 2 to 1's the lowest you're kind of gonna get for a player to score at any time, and that's for, you know, top class strikers like Lukaku is also. I mean, he's been scoring, and he's 2 to 1 in the.
They've scored 100. Bayern Munich scored 158 goals this season in all competition. Yeah. So I can see 3 to 10 is ridiculous. I wouldn't go anywhere near that.
No, exactly. So I mean, it's not going to return you anything, and yeah, I think that just shows the quality of their players that he's up there. I mean, they dismantled Barcelona 8-2, a bit of an anomaly.
And Tottenham 7-2.
Tottenham 7-2.
Chelsea 3-0 and 4-0.
Exactly, and they were brilliant again on, when was it? Wednesday night against Lyon. Yeah, I took a bet for over 3.5 goals. You cautioned me against it. Ended up being 3-0. But again, a few missed opportunities. You know, there was an offside goal from Lewandowski, I think, too.
Yeah.
So very well could have gone that way.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Remember that.
Yeah, not in betting.
Not in betting.
So I'm thinking potentially a 3-0, but I don't know. There might be sort of a late goal from PSG, maybe a 3-1. But for me, Bayern by 2 goals at least. Yeah,
no, that's not bad. I'll tell you why Bayern's going to win. They're undefeated in 29 matches. You know, they haven't lost this calendar year. I think the last time they lost was in December. They've got scored 158 goals. They've scored in the last 51 matches. They've scored in 98% of those matches. You know, it's frightening statistics. You know, they've in their qualifying Champions League, they're 10-0. I think they scored 42 goals. You know, in fact, in their 10 qualifying games, they only failed to score 3 goals once.
Yeah.
You know, so they've got 42 goals, and I think it's 9 or 10 against.
It's not like they're even scraping wins.
No,
you know?
this is coasting.
Yeah.
And they're playing a team that plays in a bush league. I mean, let's be honest, the French league is terrible. And you could argue that Lyon and PSG got to the... But this isn't a COVID year, you know?
Yeah.
Bayern Munich were going to cruise this Champions League in any year.
I think you look at Bayern Munich and you know what's telling in sports is you get those sort of teams, not necessarily that are like just winning, but that don't lose, you know? They're very specific teams that just won't lose, and I don't see Bayern...
Well, some teams come out usually in finals to play not to lose.
Yeah.
And Bayern's not going to do that, whereas PSG will be doing that.
Yeah, seeing as they're also notorious chokers of the Champions League, you know, so...
Who, PSG?
PSG,
yeah. They're notorious jokers.
I think everything points towards a...
It does. Look, PSG in their run-up they've had a great, successful season in the French league.
Yeah.
But what is that saying? I mean, they had the easiest run into the Champions League final I've ever seen. Leipzig. I can't even pronounce some of the other teams that they've played. I think Leeds United would beat most of these teams.
Leeds would beat most teams, though.
Well, yeah, let's hope so. But one of them. So I love Bayern Munich to win this game 3-0. I don't think it's going to be close. I think they're going to be overwhelmed. I think PSG are going to be overwhelmed, and Bayern Munich are going to destroy them. Let's look for some other stuff. So for me, the 2.05 on offer for Bayern Munich, it is the bet of the year. It is the bet. Win or lose, whether you lose it or not, it's got to be the bet you make.
Yeah.
You cannot make any other bet.
You've convinced me to put 1,000 rand down on that, my second 1,000 rand.
I am putting 5,000 rand down. It's my biggest bet of the year. 5,000 rand on Bayern Munich to win this game. The other things I like about Bayern Munich is when I look at them, they've 72 corners against 32 against in their Champions League schedule, whereas PSG is 43 and 41. You know, Bayern Munich will be forcing the ball, and even if they go ahead, they'll still be scoring more corners than PSG.
Yeah.
I don't think that PSG, and if you look at the finishing of a Neymar, especially against a team like Atalanta, he was terrible in that game.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking. So, and Mbappe, yes, he's a class player, but he can't carry this team across the line.
Do you see him going elsewhere?
He has to if he wants to. If, he's a young lad. He's a young kid. If he wants to make a name for himself beyond what he has now, and I think that Mbappe is a much more quality, offers much more quality than Neymar. Yeah. So yeah, he will go somewhere else, and he'll go for big money, absolutely big money. So you've got 72 corners Bayern Munich, 43 that PSG has taken, and PSG has given up 41 corners as well. So if they didn't dominate their games,
not at all.
And whereas Bayern Munich 72 corners for, 32 against. And Bayern Munich 9 yellow cards in these games, 9, whereas PSG's 26. So stats don't lie.
I think the stats also just show the class of the two sides.
Yeah.
When you look at those kind of stats, corners given up, penalties conceded.
Yeah. So you've got to bet on the Germans. You've got to back them.
Always.
And I'm putting 5,000 rand down on Bayern Munich to easily beat PSG. And if you were smart, you'd probably do something similar. Anyway.
I am for sure.
So we're agreed PSG going down heavily. I'm looking forward to the game, and look, if I have to eat humble pie on Monday, I'll do that. But it's the right bet to make, Ollie.
Awesome.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, Kev.
Yeah.